Tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
No, it's weird because it'll say updated her page. Well, I've never seen him or her refer to him herself as her before. So, yeah, I asked her, or him, or her. I don't know for sure if that's the one they're using. I don't know if that's the pronoun they're using or not. What do you mean? Well, yeah, that is kind of short for that. Hey, how you doing, folks? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford here with another edition of From the Front Row. And happy anniversary, WPA, celebrating 1 year of existence. And they did it big, folks. 2 weeks of matches. #1 contender matches. Championship matches. OGs we haven't seen in a while coming back to fight newbies. We got a new game changer champion, Jermaine Walker, as he defeated Jayla Masters to become the new game changer title, his first game changer title. Later, he defeated Bobby Blaze, extinguishing his flame. It's going to be interesting who he calls out next, folks. Now, in our first week, we had #1 contender matches with the main event of a trios championship match. We started the night off with a scheduled match of a #1 contender match for the triple threat title. Battle Royal style. I don't know how you have a battle royal with like 4 guys. I never understand that. But it was scheduled to be Pierre St. Damien versus Jerry Flynn versus Johnny the Body versus Tommy Celsius. And folks, you know what happens when I say it's scheduled. It doesn't happen, folks. So WPA, in their infinite wisdom, declared Pierre St. Damien will be moving on to the triple threat title. Now they will determine who the next competitor will be for that based on their performance. They'll take the next greatest performance of the weeks, and he'll get a title shot at the triple threat title. We'll have to wait to see who it is. It should be kind of interesting. Our second contender match was for the tag team titles, and we had the team of Shepard Bane, Kwani Fist taking on Texas Hate You and Nergahante taking on the Killer Goons, Casper 2779 and Money MF and Mike. And as predicted, folks, Killer Goons ran away with it as Casper led his team to victory by pinning newcomer Kwani Fist. They're the only Killer Goons I know. I think Casper's the only Killer Goon I know that can have good success. In another #1 contender match, we had trying to determine the #1 contender for the IC titles. And we had the Ty Villain taking on Supreme Knight and Jay LeMasters. And the Ty Villain defeated his competitors by pinning the essential Jay LeMasters and becoming the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. I'm going to tell you what, Jay LeMasters has not had a good couple weeks. Might want to stop eating goose eggs. Our last #1 contender match was determined the #1 contender for the WPA World Title. We had Big Mel taking on the Darkstalker. And, I had to go back and look if they ever faced each other before, and they did. And the results were the same as before. Big Mel beat the Darkstalker, hitting him with the big bomb and becoming the #1 contender for the world title. Now, week 1's main event was a trios championship, and we had the challengers OVE, Bobby Blaze, Captain Chaos, and Mark Taylor Carpenter taking on the Prince of Crime, Delirious, the Messiah, and El Hijo de COVID. And folks, they may be from Ohio, but they know how to get a championship, as OVE was able to defeat this ragtag group put together when Captain Chaos pinned De COVID. And now we have new trios champions. Our second championship match saw the Wraith taking on current champ Brasshole and Emperor Toucan Anomaly as they fought to determine who was the triple threat champion. And the OG, the Wraith, was able to defeat his competitors by pinning the Emperor Toucan Anomaly and becoming once again a champion. Take care of it this time. Now, in a weird pairing, we had the tag team titles up as the Beast and Needles Kane were set to defend their titles against the put together team of Jermaine Walker and Luscious Lucius. And normally, you might say, these guys have already had one defense and they've done pretty well. But it's Jermaine Walker, folks, and Luscious Lucius. Say what you want about him. He's been the tag team champ before. And he is once again a tag team champ, as Jermaine Walker pinned his own sinister brother to pick up the win. It's like the Beast and Needles weren't on the same page the whole match. Our next one was a TV title up for grabs as Money defended his title against Bobby Buttercream and the Professor. And if you watch WPA history, folks, you know Money back in the day called his shot against the Professor. Told him he was going to take his world title, and he did. This time, roles were reversed as the Professor took Money's title and is now your new TV title holder. The strangest part of the whole match was what happened before the match, though. And they didn't need names. I don't even know who they were, but a group of girls in Japanese school uniforms with apparent ninja training surrounded Money backstage before the match and just started kicking the shit out of him. I mean, they did some maneuvers I've only seen in movies. And we don't know why they attacked them. There's some speculation that the school uniforms may be an indication that a certain professor we suspect might have been involved, but we don't have any confirmation on that, folks. We'll have to see what happens with that. But the Professor is your new TV champion. Intercontinental title was on the line as the newly named Lucha Libre took on his challenger, Robert Isaiah Salea, folks. And I tout this guy back up and down every time I'm on here. And I tell you, the guy is always hot. And he stayed hot as he defeated Lucha Libre to become the new Intercontinental Champion. And there's some saying that Lucha Libre might want to go back down to Mexico and pick up a couple more lessons because he just didn't bring it. And he selected this opponent. He choose more carefully. Yeah, I don't know why you would pick a guy on a nice hot streak to challenge. I granted, I know you want a good challenge, but in our main event, we had Johnny Rocco taking on his chosen opponent, Lady Assassin. And it was a good match, folks. The crowd was pretty amped for this one, watching Johnny Rocco defend his newly acquired world title in an intergender match versus Lady Assassin. And she held in there for a while until finally Johnny just took control of the match and hit her with the Annihilator out of nowhere, folks. It was crazy. But he's still your WPA World Champion, folks. And as he gets ready to defend his title this weekend, I'm pretty sure he should be pretty ready after having a good match. Now, folks, if you stay tuned, as you know, Melvin doesn't do the analytics anymore, but he'll be here this weekend covering Extreme Rules. Until then, Philip does have a pick for this couple weeks, and he's going to let you know who it was. I guess I'll turn it over to the Brit. Is he even really British, or does he just talk that way? I don't know. But we'll be back, folks. The floor is all yours. Good evening, WPA. This is I, Philip Alexander Kennington IV, here to give you another delightful episode of my topic for the week. Now, this week did carry on, it did drudge on like it was forever. But it gave me time. Oh, and by the way, happy anniversary to you. I understand it's your 1 year anniversary. A year filled with drama and wine of the souls. But as I watched the performances this week, and once again I reveled in the joy of watching that scallywag get his comeuppance once again. Yes, quite. I was very impressed by one Wraith chap. Now, as you may know, the Wraith is a very accomplished wrestler, and in himself, he has held multiple titles here in WPA in the year that you've been in existence. Having refashioned himself, he enjoys a good fight. Doesn't enjoy the fight. Look like good fight. But titles he doesn't need. But he will get them if he so desires. Mr. Red, my hat I tip to you, sir, because you did things in that triple threat match that just astounded me and amazed me. The poise you showed against two violent competitors, and yet it's like you woke up and chose to beat their horses. Yeah, quite. You know, you and I should go and enjoy the spot of tea one day. Your treat, of course. Yeah, it'd be your honor. Yeah, quite. But anyway, with Extreme Rules coming up, I will be watching. I may actually even pick a match to watch. You won't see me, but I will see you. So that is all I have. guess I will turn it back over to Johnathan and let him finish his little show. Good day. I said good day. Thank you, Philip. Why did we waste that time with extra shows? Anyway, thanks for joining us, folks. And again, happy anniversary, WPA. Looking forward to another year of great matches. As always, folks, I'm going to finish so what we say every time we're here. Don't drink and drive. Make sure you hug your loved ones and tell them you love them. Give that friend a phone call. They might need to hear your voice. I'm Johnathan T. Rokford. This is another edition of From the Front Row. Don't forget, this weekend, Extreme Rules. Maybe we'll go live. Make sure to join Melvin. He'll be counting all your recaps. And I'm pretty sure Phil will have something to say too. I don't envy you guys.